Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Tarot Tuesday. It's been about 2 weeks now. So, apologize for last week. If you guys were here the week before, you know that I recently started a new job, and so much training. So much training. So, my brain was a little fried, plus, we had a cold front come through. So, I was just too exhausted to do tarot, and I hope you accept this apology. If you were looking forward to it, I'm here tonight, and I hope I can answer your questions tonight. Um, how's everybody been? What's up? Lilith, how are you? Hey, Alicia, how are you? How was my day, Lilith? I'm going to say this, like, the new job, it's very weird because, I was a teacher before. And so the new job is a little bit, no, it's a lot different. People actually respect what I can do. It's kind of crazy. Like I actually get praised quite a bit for the way that I think. I get praised quite a bit for being able to learn so fast. There are ideas that I've had and I've shared with my team, and they're very, very appreciative of those ideas. And they'll critique where there's needing to be critiqued because it's an industry that I know nothing about. But then they are also recognizing that this is a fresh perspective and that this is a valid perspective. And that is so cool because that did not happen at the school. So I'm very excited where I am now. And hey, Lydia, Lori, how are you, my lovelies? Oh, I missed you guys so much. Absolutely. Who wants a card? Go ahead and get in line. Dan's new therapy is tomorrow. Good. Is he still at the rehab center or is he home finally? And Alicia, thank you. I'm enjoying it. I get to work from home. There's a couple of days a week that I go into the office, but there's like maybe 2 or 3 people in there. And they're not even in the same office as me. It's a really big building and there's like smaller offices in there. And I'm in another office and it's just kind of me and my realtor, and that's pretty much it. And we're in there between 9:30 and 12 most days. So then I do the rest of it from home. Been a rough couple of days. Okay. All right. But yes, you're still able to go forth into the future. That's a good outlook. I love that, Lilith. All right. So we have Lydia, Alicia, and see who else wants a card in here. So we have Lilith, Alicia, Lori, and Lydia right now in queue. All right. Lilith, thank you very, very much. I was very on the fence at actually changing careers because you've had me as a teacher and there's my heart's there, right? Like I just absolutely adore it. And when it got to a point where I was no longer able to teach effectively without somebody always coming behind me and undoing stuff, I was like, all right, y'all have a different path for these kids and it's not their benefit. So I'm going to go and not destroy them. And that was hard. But I love this new job. I mean, I get paid to make social media stuff now. Like that's kind of cool. I got paid, not because my boss told me I needed to, but I volunteered, and so she allowed me to do it on the clock. I made a little kid's Valentine's box. Like, I don't know. I wish I would have done this sooner. But if I would have done it sooner, then there was a child that needed me that wouldn't have had me. I left at the time that I needed to go. Right? I left at the time that I needed to go. Hey, Chad. All right. Which set of cards would you guys like tonight? I have all except for Sandman out. Because Sandman, when I pull that deck out, he gets a little rough. So I have my dark wood, I have the Muertes, I have the goddesses, and I believe up there I have the Rider Waite deck. So which one you guys would like? Lori's right off the bat. She wants the goddesses. It's been a while since we've done the goddesses, hasn't it? It's been a long time since we've done the goddesses. All right, I'm gonna move my little candle over here. And I've got my candles going. They're burning nice and bright. For a while, I had a hard time keeping them lit, and now they're doing really, really well. Goddesses, got it. Okay. And I also brought out my pendulum just in case we might have an issue tonight where I need to answer something with a pendulum. I tried to divine something for myself earlier, and it went completely kind of dead in my hands. I'm hoping that having to ask for someone else, it'll liven back up. Like, it just didn't want to talk to me. So, all right, let's do this. Lydia, I believe, is it Lydia that was first, or I can't remember. Look at you. Lilith is first, and then Alicia, Lori, and then Lydia. I knew it started with an L. See, that's all. It was just I needed the L. All right, Lilith, let's go for you first. Lilith, your energy, I don't know if this will make sense to you. It feels like I'm on a highway. I'm in the medium of a highway, and there are cars going very, very fast back beside me. Like I'm in the middle of all this busy chaos. Like that's what it feels like to attach to your energy right now, is like the middle of a just absolute chaos. Almost like you're paralyzed. You got the Two of Staves in shadow. Two of Staves in shadow. So let's look at that. A good start to a venture that loses momentum. Disappointment in projects. So what's getting me is disappointment in projects. What's this chaos, though? What is all this chaos? Like it's... Did you start something? This is what I'm getting. It feels like you started something. You experienced a failure. And now you're just kind of like paralyzed amongst this chaos that you've already begun, but now you don't know how to finish it. Because that one failure has kind of diminished your spirits and your confidence that you can. Does that make sense to you, Lilith? All right, yes, it is your own mind. Yes, you are like absolutely stuck in this middle. You again, this might not make any sense, and I don't know where this is coming from. All right. When you were younger, you were the one that if you fell off, like you were riding the bike, you fell off, it took you some time to get back on that bike because you didn't want to fall again. And that's this. You were riding a bike. You were learning how to ride this bike, and you fell off. And now you're doing the same thing that you did when you were little. And you're just not trying. You're stopping because you're scared. And it's okay to be scared. It's absolutely perfect to be terrified, right? what we have to do is think about, how do we get this out? Okay. Hold on, guys. All right. There we go. Okay, Lilith, so that makes sense to you. It's absolutely right. Okay. So that's what this is that you need to realize that you eventually learned how to ride that bike, right? And yes, you did fall down again. And yes, you did get hurt. But then you realize that you would heal. Yeah, no. You know, experiencing that and exploring your inner self allows that ultimate knowledge of healing, right? Like, no matter what the universe throws at me, because I have explored my inner self and I've healed those parts of me that I might not have liked, I now know that no matter what the universe throws at me, I am strong. I am badass, right? I can do this. That's where you are. Don't let it consume you. Don't let the fear consume you. But it's perfectly okay to be afraid. All right. Let's go for Alicia. Alicia. All right. Alicia, there's a couple of things that I feel like fluff, like soft. I don't know what this is that's around you, but it's just soft. I don't know. There's something soft. That is. It's kind of a weird, when I feel your energy and then I can actually sense what's it's around you, it's kind of weird for me because it's not like it's right next to me. That makes any sense. But yeah. There we go. No problem, Lilith. All right, Alicia. Okay, you kept wanting to come out too, so I'm going to go ahead and take you out. You got the 9 of Pentacles in shadow, and then you got the 7 of Pentacles front facing. Pentacles have to do with your money. So let's find out what's going on with your money. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, overindulgence in material pleasures, guilt over having so much, inability to enjoy it. And then the 7 of Pentacles. Let's see how this goes together. Expectations of reward, waiting for a harvest, such as creative project, money, or personal relationships to occur. Okay, so what I think these two together have to do with, I think you were expecting more of, it's not money, it's when, I know that the Pentacles have to do with money, but this is not money, but this is material. There was something material-wise that you were expecting more of, and you didn't get it, so you're a little disappointed. I keep getting, there's a reason for it. And then she knows there's a reason for it. She logically understands it, but she's still hurt. Oh, so you are leaning on a pillow. Okay, that's why I was like, I know I'm feeling something soft. Um uh I'm going to say that the material thing is more of like time. I don't think it's I look at material things as often like candles and jewelry and all that kind of stuff, right? But material things can also be time. Did somebody owe you more time? And to them, time might be money. And so that's why the Pentacles is coming up, because they tie their time to this presence of money, right? So I am thinking that this is a person that promised you more time and they gave you less of it. So because they value time equals money, it made you feel undervalued. It made you feel like this was not, you weren't their priority. Okay. Yep. Okay. Now you understand exactly what I'm saying. All right. So that's where this is that here's what keeps getting repeated after you understand that. Okay. Once we get you to that point where you know what this is, they've shown you their colors. Why don't you believe them? If they've shown you their priorities, why do you not believe them? And that's what you've got to figure out right now. They're showing you their true colors, though. They're absolutely showing you their true colors. See? Good. I'm glad that you understand. All right. I hate giving readings and people are like, I don't know, because then it's gonna bug me, and half the time when they do finally figure it out, I still don't know. So when you guys are like, yes, that's right, I'm like, thank you. Right. I don't know this person. All I know is the message that came through is they've shown you their colors. Why don't you believe them? Yeah. All right. Let's see. I have Lori next. Yeah. I have Lori and then Lydia and then Chad. Awesome. Okay. Lori, Lydia, and Chad. Making sure that I had all the settings right. All right. No problem. All right. Lori. I feel something right here on my neck with you. I want to say that it feels warm, but it doesn't feel warm. Like it's cool to touch. Like, do you have icy hot on your neck or something? The Princess of Staves. You have, it hurts. Okay. You have icy hot on it then, huh? Because that's why it's like it feels warm, but it feels cold. So the only thing I could think of, because at first I thought maybe you have like a heating pad on it, and I touch it and it's cold. And I'm like, oh, it's got to be icy hot. All right. The Princess of Staves. The ability to create beauty that is useful, like Freya. Energy, integrity, creativity, initiative. New ideas or ventures to be acted upon immediately. A young woman who inspires others to live this mission. Have you been wanting to do like artwork lately? That's what this feels like. You've been too tired, but you've been wanting to do some stuff. So what I hear, it's making me smile. What I hear is, please tell her to create something. Just create anything. Yeah. They were wanting you to create anything at this point. What I'm hearing is it brings a smile that hasn't been on your face in a bit, and they miss that. You've been so overwhelmed with life that you kind of been in a point where you can't create, like it's blocked, and they see that it's blocked. They're doing their best to remove those blocks for you. So just try. See if it works. All right? Just try. But the whole point of it is that this brings a smile on your face that very few things bring to you. And right now, you need that kind of joy. So you're being encouraged to create. Even if it's a coloring page. Color in a coloring page. All right. All right, I think we have Lydia and then Chad, right? Yes, Lydia and then Chad. All right, Lydia. Lydia, I got like a deep smell of fresh laundry. Did you just get laundry out of the dryer? Like I just smell like clean clothes. I don't know why. Just wash your sheets. All kinds of just like a laundry detergent smell. You got the Ace of Staves. Aces are always good. Aces are always good. So let's look at your Ace of Staves. And staves, if I haven't said before, or if you're new, staves are like a flashlight, right? It's like the illumination to things. The Ace of Staves, beginning of a focused creative period, inspiration that inspires action. As soon as I said that, I just imagine you making your little spell bottles again. Like that's what I thought. The masculine or yang aspect, great energy. Oh, okay. So are you thinking about making those spell bottles again, but you're wanting them to have not just be focused on positivity, you want them to have other types of focus? Is that what I'm seeing? Like you have something that you are planning out right now. Like it's in, I don't want to say planning out because it's not really, you haven't really planned. It's an idea that popped in your head and you began to kind of like trail on it. And then occasionally it'll come back and you'll trail on it some more. But this is coming up because, yeah, you should absolutely focus on this idea. Don't let it trail off anymore. When this idea comes back, hold it. Act upon it. Do exactly what you're thinking and see where it goes. Just see where it goes. Got it? All right. Chad, you have a piece of cedar wood. You'll be making your own Norse runes. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, see, that's awesome. Are you gonna Dremel the runes into it, or are you gonna like burn it into it? What are you gonna do? I'm interested. And Chad, it's time for you to get your card. Okay, so Chad, you have some pretty happy energy right now. You have some pretty happy energy. You're tired though. And it's a little I don't know. It feels a little achy right here. Like on the left side. It's not a full-blown migraine or anything like that. It's a little achy. So you're just tired, but you're very content. You are very content. I can almost feel that smile. Yeah, you are very content. Oh my goodness. You got the sun in shadow. What are you doing? Oh, those are going to be pretty, Chad. Burning the runes into it, that's going to be very pretty. So let's look up the sun in reverse. It is unwillingness to accept affection, blocked creativity, problems with expanding to the next phase of a project, feeling thwarted. So what I'm getting for you is problems with expanding to the next phase of a project. There's been some roadblocks for some things that you planned on doing. Those roadblocks are not permanent. Those roadblocks will soon be removed. So don't worry too much. Don't spend too much time like being upset that your project can't move forward. It will. It's just there's a reason why you have to hold on for a moment, okay? Oh, okay, cool, Lori. Oh, you have a good night. Hugs to you. Love you as well. Have a good time with your friends. It's always nice when your like old friends call, right? I love that. So Chad, that's what I'm getting for you is that there's this this project that's just got a few roadblocks in it. So you haven't been able to move forward, but those roadblocks aren't permanent. So don't spend too much energy worrying about them. Spend energy progressing to the goal, like continue to plan towards the goal, because when the objects are moved, then you're that much further ahead. Okay? So I don't know what your goal is, but there is a problem reaching it right now. Don't worry about it. It'll go away. All right? So does that make sense, Chad? Sort of, kind of. Chad's always a hit and miss when I read Chad's cards. Because I swear, even though he denies it, I swear that Loki likes to intervene on his card readings. let's throw a little chaos in here. So there's times where Chad will tell me, yeah, that makes sense. And then there's times where he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then we finally figure it out. Okay, my guys. It looks like we are at the end for tonight. We didn't have a whole lot of people in here tonight. That's kind of cool, though. I enjoy when we don't have a whole lot of people in here because we get done earlier and that allows you guys to like ask whatever questions you want. And if you have something where you're still confused about your reading, then I can pull another card at that point. So I enjoy when it's just like a handful of us in here. Anybody got any other questions? Even if it's not about your reading, if you have a question about like just in general, tarot, blah, blah, blah. I did notice that my video was not up because I'm having some technical issues with upload. So as soon as I no longer have technical issues, I can go live on YouTube, but I think it's my computer. I think I'm having some technical issues on my computer side. So, but Nobody has any questions? All right. Let's get our universal card then, my lovelies. Let's find out through Oracle what we need to remember for next week. What do we need to remember for next week? And I always like to use Oracle for this because I think that it just gives me a better generalization for the week. I don't like to get too pinpointed in the week because then I'm looking for this one thing and not enjoying the whole. So I feel like Oracle allows me to enjoy the whole a little bit more. You got rose quartz. Love. Do what you love, right? Do what you love. Be in love. Find love. Love yourself. Make sure that you are doing a lot of self-care, right? That's what this is about. That's what this is all about. Oh, I love that. Love. All right, guys. Remember to be love, to accept love, and remember that I love you and I want you guys to be happy and be safe. Oh. All right. My lovelies. Like I said, be happy, be safe. If you have TikTok, you can see me on TikTok. I'm pretty much post every day on TikTok. I'm trying to get used to posting on Instagram, but I do have a lot of new learning that I'm doing for this job. And so my social media schedule is not as good as it used to be, especially since I'm also trying to incorporate my boss's social media into that schedule. So I will learn. I will get the hang of it, and we will be seeing me way too often through the week. That's the plan, okay? All right, my lovelies. Have a good night, and I'll see you next Tuesday.